1:16 says everything was made by God, for God. By God, for God. Everything was made by God, for God. You are a steward, which means you're just managing something that already belongs to God. Does that make sense? So now let's get down to the nitty gritty. If you're a steward, you know right now nothing belongs to you. Your money don't belong to you. Uh-oh. You're managing God's money. Y'all gonna make this tough on me. Your wife does not belong to you. Your children do not belong to you. You are managing God's woman. You're managing God's children. So, how you treat, there we go. You get what I'm saying? How you treat, how you train the children. What you do in front of the children, what you say in front of the children, what you say to your wife, how you treat your wife, how you treat your husband, how you treat that job that you thank God for when you got it, but now that they're making you work, you hate it. When you first got the job, it was all, oh my God, God is good, oh baby, I got it. 6 months later, I got to find me something else. I didn't sign up for this. Boy, they sound like some of y'all here. This wasn't even in the job description. Oh, but it was a blessing when you first got it. It was a blessing when you first got it. It was all of that when you first got it. But now that they're making you do something that you didn't sign up for, it's a problem. What does that sound like? Salvation? When we first get into salvation, everybody, oh my God, you want to be part of everything. You want to do everything in the church. You faithful, you giving above your tithe, and you just, I just believe God. No sooner a rough time hit. They always asking for stuff. We got something to do every day of the week. I'm tired. It was just all roses when you first started. But isn't it the same God that gave it to you then is the one that's in control of it now? Y'all got quiet. So what are you saying, Pastor? If everything is not yours, if nothing is yours, but God is just lending it to you for a time, Jesus. He's lending it to you for a season. And if that's not factual, even when you look at your friends, some of us have experienced the loss of good friends within the last 3 weeks to a month. What do we do with the time? You understand what I'm saying? So they were his before they were ever ours. And here it is. If God gives you something, and when he gives it to you, it's in good condition, what kind of a condition are you going to send it back to him in? Oh, that was deep right there. I gave you a child with all fingers, all toes, walking, talking, nothing wrong with him. Why he a thug? I gave you a job to take care of your necessities. Why are you broke? Oh, I see why. They're on your feet. It's in your hair. Oh, it's on your tires. Stewardship. God gives us stuff, and it's in perfect condition when he gives it to us. But sometimes we don't know how to manage what it is he gave us because we want to manage it our way. I'm telling you, if God gave it to you, you can't manage it without God. Oh, that's it. Y'all didn't want to amen in hell. And that's the truth. If I give you something that I made out of my house, you obey? Here it is. Thank you, Lord. You ever ate something good and it was so good and what did you ask the person who made it? What's the recipe? Oh, God, that's good. You ask the person who made it, what did they put in it? How long did you leave it in the oven? What brand did you buy? What's this, what's this, what's that, what's that, what's that, what's that, what's that? You ask the person who made it for the recipe in order for, so if you make it, you want to do it justice, you want to do it right. So, if God gave you your children, Dr. Spock ain't never had children, but yet still he got a book on how to raise children. You ain't never raised children, you can't tell me how to raise children. I don't care what your book say. And let the fact, this is the truth. You can't tell me how to raise my daughters because you don't know the personality of my daughters. You can tell me how to raise a girl. Oh, that was real good. You can tell me how to raise a girl, but you can't tell me how to raise my daughters. Does that make sense? Simply because I know her personality. And what worked for Angel may not work for Courtney. In general, I know what to expect. So that's why when you take your kids over to somebody's house and you want them to spend the night, if they have any allergies, you give them a list of instructions. They can't eat this, they can't eat this, they can't do this, they can't do that. They got to be this, they got to be this, they got to do this, they got to do that. Why? Because you created them. And if, here it is, if you've been a good steward over it, you know exactly how to get the results that you want. Say stewardship. I see y'all thought stewardship was all about money. A lot of people think when you talk stewardship, they start talking about money. And we're going to talk about that too. But here it is, when you start talking about that part of it, you can't be a good steward over your money in the church if you're not a good steward over your money at home. Thank you. And that's the truth. That's the truth. If you don't line up what you need to do with your finances at home, there will always be holes in your finances when it's time for you to do something for the kingdom. Amen. Always. Always. That's a life lesson. Now, stewardship. How are we treating our wives? How are we treating our children? How are we treating our jobs? Our jobs. We done talked about that before. And some of y'all be convicted now. You want to call it in, and you can't because you hear pastor in your head saying, don't lie to get off. Don't lie about it. Don't lie just yet. Because if God gave it to you, here it is. The Bible even says, it says, slaves, obey your masters because the work that you do, you don't do it for them, but you do it unto God. Yeah. So when you start looking at how you're doing your job, when you look at how you're doing, if you say, well, God, you gave me this job, and the job really is just a covering for my assignment. Does that make sense? The job is just a covering for my assignment, which basically means I'm going to do a great job. I'm going to go above and beyond simply because on this job, I represent the kingdom of God. Y'all quiet right there. Because we feel like if we do something right at work, we on time every day. We go above and beyond for the boss. We do all of these different things that everything just ought to be smooth and with no problems. We ought to be the next person in line for a promotion. Right? Right? Okay, I mean, let's just keep it real. That's how we feel. But do we ever think, this might be God? Maybe I'm not being promoted because somebody else is about to be hired that I need to minister to. And when you're growing in Christ, what happens is you've been working that job for 8 years and somebody else get hired and they get promoted before you. Oh, God, y'all ready to fight me? All this time, okay. But God said, okay, but how you going to treat them? What you going to do about it? And then let the truth be told, a lot of us working jobs we really don't want to be at, but we get mad when we don't get promoted in a place where we don't want to be. You said you didn't like this job. But that's beside the daughter that's more work, more responsibility of something that you don't like? Woo, when you really think about it, no, I really don't like this job, so I'll say right here where I'm at. No, we see that dollar sign. Stewardship. Brothers and sisters, how you treat your brother, how you treat your sister, you have a responsibility. Oh, God. Yeah, you have a responsibility because God gave them to you. Oh, yeah. And here it is. Parents, if you don't treat your own brothers and sisters right, don't expect your children to treat each other right. Because you're the example that they have. If you always cussing out your sister saying what you can't stand, what seeds you plant in your child? A child has to be taught to hate. A child has to be taught race. Because naturally, the environment determines how they treat people. The environment that they grow up in determines how they treat people. I remember, and I'm going to use Tina because I know she good peoples. When Tristan was little, he was about 2, 3 years old. If not, he was probably even smaller than that. And Tina was roughhouse. Because he a boy. And so because, Tina grabbed him, sit down. She's being a mother. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But he takes that same mentality and don't know his own strength when it comes to other kids. That ain't no little boy. Even back then when he was 1, we called him Bam Bam. Because he was 1 year old. He would not let none of the brothers work in the church. He was trying to pick up a chair. Y'all know if he was here, we used to have to let him actually think he was carrying that chair because he wanted to work. And Tina said, he just, be hitting these other kids and all this stuff. And I don't know why he doing it. I'm like, you showing it to him because he doesn't know his own strength. He's picked up on what you do, and that's not a bad thing. But just like they pick up the bad things, they pick up the good things. Say stewardship. Yeah, my God. So when you go up to your child's school, do the people say, that means your child been acting a fool. And they've been looking for the parent that ain't really been raising this child. Yeah, you've been raising them. Don't get offended by me saying that. But they pick up on stuff. When they get 12, 13 years old, the stuff they're doing, they learned it when they were 6 or 7. 8, 9, and 10, and they just been practicing it. Now they're acting out. Does that make sense? We have great parents here. We all get sensitive on it. It takes 2 to raise a child. If you're a single parent, you can't do everything. Amen. And as crazy as it is, and the truth of the matter is, it takes a father to set order. Whether you want to believe it or not, black woman, single, strong, hear me roar. A man brings a totally different presence in that child's life. Amen. I know we do. Now. So them brothers that ain't there to help you, they don't have to answer. Because the word of God even speaks about it being an abomination for a man not to take care of his kids. Oh, yeah. So that's why you don't need to mess with them. Let God handle it. Amen. I know this ain't the kind of lesson y'all used to on Thursdays, but this is something we need. Amen. Now, how does being a good steward over what God has given you, which is everything, how does that command favor in your life? You've already established that nothing belongs to you. Everything was created by God, for God. Everything. So that means every demon in hell was created by God.